Most products are able to export into XLS or a CSV, and you can upload those in bulk to Gleanly. Or perhaps if you've done your research and kept notes in a spreadsheet, you're able to import that all in one go. So in most instances, you'll want to import facts, and you can do that through any experiment. If you want to import insights or recommendations, you'll need to do that through the Insights or Recommendation tabs. Click Import and go to the Spreadsheet option. The reason you can't import insights or recommendations directly into an experiment is insights and recommendations only have a relationship with that experiment via being connected to a fact. So you'll want to upload those just into insights and recommendations and then connect to any facts in your experiment. Now in this case I want to import some facts, so I'm going to click Import Facts, choose the spreadsheet options and choose the spreadsheet I would like to import. Keep in mind that we'll only be able to import the first 1,000 lines of your document. So if you've got a document that's got over 1,000 lines, you might need to do this in a couple of different stages. I click Upload and that's imported all the data from that spreadsheet. You'll see that actually I've got several different sheets within that experiment's export. So I've got export summaries, experiments, authors, facts, insights, recommendations, and it's facts that I want to import. Your sheets may be called something else like sheet 1, sheet 2, etc. Now I need to tell the system what each of the columns means. So I can do that by just choosing a column and selecting one of these options. The only one we actually need is the fact title. That is the 255 limited title of a card in the larger text. That's all we actually need to import those 18 lines. But I've also got here some notes of the time code, so I'm going to add that to more detail. I'm going to import the tags that I've noted as well, and I can have several tags separated by commas and they'll be brought in as separate tags. If I have a sheet where tags are in multiple columns, I can choose several of these columns to be tags. Actually in this case, this one is something I'm using as a filter. It's a sentiment filter. So if I choose filter, I'll be able to bring those in instead of being tags as filters. The difference between tags and filters in this case is if I have any random tag in here and it doesn't recognize that part of the taxonomy, it will create a new tag. Whereas with filters, they need to be exactly as are set in your filters by whoever's an administrator in your organization. So if negative here was spelt wrong, it's going to highlight that as an issue and refuse to import that. We can edit it in line and correct any mistakes, or in this case, that top line is actually a title. It's not a fact at all. So I'm just going to ignore that entirely. I can also bring in external links as well. So this is a URL title there. And now it's going to complain that it doesn't actually have a URL to bring in. So let's give it that. So if there's any issues across here, say some of this text is too long, I might need to copy that into more detail, or if there's an error that means that it can't import that data correctly, it will let you know. But you can see everything looks good across all of those different columns, and I can click the import 17 lines, and that's going to bring those all in to my experiment, and they're all there, tagged with links, with descriptions, everything I require.